Hey, what's up guys? So today we have a awesome video for you. Today is the official comparison of the Galaxy S24 Ultra and the RedMagic 9 Pro Plus. So I know a lot of you have been waiting for this comparison just to see this in general, and so hopefully I can bring the comparison you were looking for. So the first things first, we can get started. Apologies if they're a little bit dirty, but it looks like, okay, so it looks like this phone is a little bit wider. It's also cool they have a two-tone color setup with this phone right here. So the cameras also protrude, and you have a camera up to 200 megapixels on here. You have 8K recording at 60 frames per second or 30. We'll go in and see that in particular. There are 5 cameras, I believe, or it's 4 with a sensor. Looks pretty good. Over here we have 3 cameras, and we have a built-in fan. I also do want to show you guys again just how good it looks flat. I feel like it looks really good, and this is great for if you're a gamer, because you don't want those cameras just making your phone stability wobbly, and that's just something that's really nice, because like, look, for instance, it's just like a little nuisance, you know what I mean, like never having to really deal with that ever. So that's nice. So in terms of thickness, it looks like they're very close. We can see which one. I guess it does look like they're very close. I do believe Samsung gets away with it looking thinner by having curves, but I would say that they're so close it's hard to tell. Of course, I do have some bias, but regardless, yes. So we can actually go use this opportunity to go around the phone. Here, I'll put this in the middle so it's a little bit more doable. Yeah. So on this side, we have 2 buttons: power button, volume rocker. We have these. This is for 5G, so the band doesn't mess it up. And then yeah, so there's the antenna, and then I believe there's an antenna up top. Yeah, so on here, then on this side we just have a vent. Yeah, right, vent, and then antenna, and then we go down here, and then there's an antenna right there. It's kind of hard to see. Actually, no. Oh, okay. So actually, so they're up here. So antenna, and then antenna. Okay, yeah, then vent. So obviously, there's no vents on this phone right here, but you obviously get the benefit of the camera and things like that. So yeah. Yeah. So like I said in the back, RGB lights here. And then there is a single LED flash on the left on the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and then on the right we have a dual LED flash. It's looking like, yeah, dual LED flash. So I guess if it's more important for you to get a brighter flash, or at least more strength with it, the RedMagic is actually the go-to for you. Although I don't think this slacks very much. I'm sure Samsung definitely compensates for that. So the material on the back is just a sort of flat, how do you say it? It's just like glass, and it's kind of frosted. And then over here we have an interesting texture. And then yeah, so obviously this is I think this is aluminum violet, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, apparently this thing is made of aluminum. I don't know the percentage of aluminum, but yeah, there's aluminum on it, so that's pretty cool, I suppose. Yeah, so on this side, it's I guess we can go on the bottom. So yeah, so right here, yeah, so we have the pen, a speaker grill, we have a USB-C, and then we have a microphone, and then we have SIM tray, and then we have 2 antenna bands. And then over here, like I said, same thing. And then up top, we just have, I believe, sensors, maybe a microphone, and then a antenna band. So yeah, so that's that. And then I guess I can show you guys what they look like from the top. Over here, I guess actually so from the top, looks like there's a speaker grill here. Or actually, I don't really know what that is, but it's something. I'm not too familiar with all the little details, so there is some kind of vent thing. And then we have a 3.5mm headphone jack here, so if you are looking for no volume latency, or like no latency when playing games and things like that, your best bet is over here. And then clearly the star of the show here, right here, we have a ton of stuff right here. So we have, apologies if the phone is dirty, by the way, my bad on that. So we have the trigger buttons. They are 520 hertz touch response rate. They are a boost from last year if you have an older RedMagic phone, which is nice. We have a vent for the other side. We have a volume rocker. We have a power button under my thumb. It's the circular thing right here. And then we have the switch, which will go into launching game mode. We actually have a antenna band right there in the top corner. I'm right above the volume rocker. I know it's hard to see, guys. I apologize. Yeah, this is one there, and then there is one. Should be, yeah, it's right there. It's cool. And then we have a either microphone or a sensor, and then we have the other concave touch response with a built-in RGB light, which I think is pretty cool because it shows you where they are in the dark. I think that's really, really awesome. Yeah, so, and then we will actually get to a little bit more of the hardware of the phone right here. So yeah, that's kind of the outside tour. But yeah, so they both look pretty similar, but they're both skinny looking phones. They both look good. They both have AOD, I believe. I don't know if, yeah, one finger will do the AOD, so you can't do anything. It's like one finger will do AOD as well over here. You can customize both, I believe, and then double tap. I don't know if that one does it, but it might be a setting you have to enable, but yeah. Okay, and then this one, of course, is a, let's see here. You actually probably can see the display. Display. Yeah, so basically this is 3000 something by 1100 something. Over here we have a QHD display. You can go ahead and adjust that, right? So and here you actually have control over the display. On this one on the right, I believe the only thing we really can do with display is do an advanced display mode, so it enhances like the brightness and saturation and things like that, but it doesn't actually change the quality past a little bit above. I believe it's something between QHD and 1080p. I think that's whatever the weird, it's a bit of a weird resolution, that's for sure. But yeah, I guess since we're in the settings, we can just check out the settings. Yeah, so obviously you have Wi-Fi, so we can go to Wi-Fi real quick. You can just see. Yeah, hopefully this isn't too dark for you guys. I do apologize if it is so. Yeah, okay, that's a little better, I guess, right? So yeah, we have the use Wi-Fi setting, also auto switch, network. We have network setup. We have all the Wi-Fi networks, and then yeah, so that's just specifically Wi-Fi. And then over here for it's in connections, right? So all the connections it looks like are out here. So there's Bluetooth, mobile network, multis. Yeah, so right. So all the connections that are in here, I believe, are out here. So yeah, you can use Bluetooth, and then in the corner, looks like it gives you information about Bluetooth or whatever, right? So go over here. And then we have a mobile network. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Here, let me. Okay, yeah. So mobile network over here. Data usage, data saver, hotspot, tethering, mobile data, SIM cards, all that's nice stuff. AirPlay mode. Over here we have the. I'll just run through what we have over here for connections: Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, NFC, and contactless payments. Ultra wideband. So it basically helps with NFC, I believe. AirPlay mode, data usage, more connection settings. If you go more connection settings, there's printing. Keep setting configuration and then network unlocked, so you can unlock or you can view if your network's unlocked or if it's locked. And then yeah, you can obviously get a built-in unlocked device or whatever, which is nice for each phone. I believe the international model of this one is unlocked. I don't know if the Chinese one is unlocked though. I have no idea. Actually, here, let me see some real quick if I can actually help with the lighting. Might be able to do myself a solid. This one looks like it's being interrogated, bro. That looks it's not perfect, but it does, I think, look a little bit better. Yeah, so we have settings, sorry about that, right here. And then we have all the mobile network stuff. I'm just going to run through these real quick just because it is kind of clunky trying to compare settings. They're both different, obviously. So I'm just going to go and actually power through the ones on this side and then go to the Samsung one real quick. Okay, so I'm going to go mobile network, multi-screen, collaboration. You can connect multiple devices, touch to cast. You can do connected devices, share to clipboard, transfer apps, move open files across the device. You have settings up here. You can go to my device name and about. So that's pretty cool. You can go to connected devices. You can see Z SmartCast, which is pretty much just allows you to share the device to TV screen or something like that, RedMagic Share. It's basically like for some reason they replaced the Google sharing feature, but I think that's just because they don't allow Google features in China. I think Google blocked them or something like that. I don't really know all that, but yeah, in the connected devices you have RedMagic Share, Z SmartCast, NFC. Private DNS, connected preferences. We have the theme and personalizations. We can go in here. We have Android. We can do all these built-in themes right here. Here. You can download themes from the store if you have a newbie account if you're in China, but unfortunately with the international model with myself, we don't really have an option. So recently used wallpapers, downloaded wallpapers. It'll show the live wallpapers as well. Inspired wallpapers. So we have it so there's actually games. So you can set a wallpaper. As for games and stuff, so like that's pretty sweet, right? And then yeah, we can see all the games or whatever, which is I think is cool. I don't really there's nothing like that on Samsung, which is cool that they have that. Here's the waifu, so waifu wallpapers. Yeah, breakthrough. There's that. There's future. There is RedMagic Warrior, and if you want to apply one, you just hit set as, and you can do both. So set both. Right, so then, yeah, it'll be set. There's icons, so you can change the actual icon shape. You can change the style, beautified third-party icons, so you make the icons basically like the same thing. And then desktop, wordless mode, so it'll just show the icons and not the words, but I do like the icons. Yeah, so there's that. And then you can do lock screen wallpaper. You can make sure that the lock screen wallpaper is on. And then we have the animation. You can do fast, slow, default. You can do lock screen. So you can actually change up the font size and the font weight, meaning the thickness, I suppose. And then, yeah, personally, cool. And then there's more for fonts. You can download certain fonts, but I do believe they are not going to look very different in English. But if you do speak Mandarin and somehow you're watching this is translated, or if you do speak Chinese, however, whatever the language is called, apologies if I got that wrong. Yeah, you get the point. Light strip, so you can do the light strip settings, so competitive atmosphere LED. You can turn on this, right? So media atmosphere, you can have it so it does this, right? And basically it's just going to make the LEDs like in the back light up. So we got, like I said, one right here, and then a few over there. But you'll see in a sec. Yeah. So you can basically this one has LEDs on the right. Obviously, this one on the left does not. So it's kind of a cool feature, especially if you're into gaming. This phone on the right is absolutely a gaming beast. Let me make this clear too, because I don't know why this person was so mad about this, but they got really mad about it. They're like, why would you compare the Galaxy S23 Ultra and the 8 Pro Plus. They're clearly different phones. Like, this was last year's version of this. Now we have the 9 Pro Plus. Excuse me, the 9 Pro Plus and the S24 Ultra. I'm comparing them because two people like these phones, and I think somebody wants to see what a gaming phone is like compared to a popular Android phone, because this one seems like the comfortable decision for most people, and this one is a bit of an experimental decision if people are kind of unsure. So that's why I chose to do that. You need to breathe for this, and then boom. Yeah, so you can do all this, and then for power saving mode, it'll disable it, and then light strip setting, it will do that. Yeah, so now we have, what do we call it? AOD for always on display. So we have all these different ones. Looks pretty sweet. There's this Pac-Man one, but I don't speak. You can change the name and birthday time, huh? I don't speak Chinese though, so it's not gonna really help me. But yeah, you have Mora, the waifu. You have animated AOD. All that, which is pretty cool. You have a digital clock. I like the digital clock, for instance. I think it looks pretty good. You have this. You have the analog clock. Sorry about that. Sorry about the hairs and stuff on the screen. Yeah, we have that. You have all these, and then we have the ooh, geez. Okay, here, hang on. Let me see if I can light this up without you guys seeing the reflection of the RedMagic thing. Sorry about that, guys. If the RedMagic thing is absolutely like taken, it's like illuminated the thing. Yeah, hopefully it's better. So sorry about that again, guys. So you can do custom AODs, video, GIF, picture, text, all that stuff. Yeah, but okay. Anyway, yeah. So don't complain about the fact that they're different. It's just I just want to show a regular Android phone compared to a gaming Android phone. So yeah, you can do these if you get notifications. I personally really like these. I thought these were really cool. So yeah, I can do that. And theme personalization. Then you can do home screen. So you can have home screen settings. You can have the layout if you want it to where you either have a drawer or not. You have icon layout. You have home screen layout. You have app autofill. You have loop screens, which means that the screens will just kind of. This is kind of like how it'll fill in the right spot. That like the next blank spot next to another application, you can turn that off and it'll just kind of go anywhere. You can lock the home screen layout so you can't move it around. You can change obviously like the 4x6, 5x6, whatever, all that. And then you can go to home screen, badge icon, app icons, app promotion, reminder icon. Where's home screen? Sorry, but that loop screen just allows you to continuously scroll. And then we have recent app style, home screen, entering animation after unlock, cool. Recent app style, awesome. And then we have Zboard. Cool, blah, 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 blah. And then we got, sorry I'm burning through this real quick. I have a full review of this phone. You guys want to see in detail everything clicked. Like, I'm just kind of breezing through this because we have to get to this phone as well. So only have a limited amount of time here. And then we have display. So you have the dark mode. I'm going to turn that off so it looks a little bit more comparable. Automatic brightness, sunlight mode. You have font, display, screen timeout, screen refresh rate. We have display, glass ceiling, bar. I apologize if I read that wrong. During interface, background enhances UI content visibility and aesthetics. Cool. Enhanced display mode, tiny screen adjustment, auto rotate screen. I believe that's on. Yeah, it's on. Cool. Oh, and then real quick, sorry, I'll go over the specs super quick in terms of the phone. So, yeah, over here we have QHD. Over here we have something between 1080p and QHD. We have a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in both of them. We have a Red Core 2 processor that is an AI-specific processor that also helps with gaming on the RedMagic 9 Pro Plus that we don't have here. The GPU clock speed, I believe, is the same. Both go to 900 megahertz. I can't really see particularly on here, but I know this one goes to 900 megahertz. And then we have, excuse me, for $1,300, and some websites do it cheaper. I got a terabyte of storage and 24 gigs of RAM, 24 gigs of LPDDR5X RAM. This is 12 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM, so pretty much half the RAM for the same price. Kind of a bummer, but you do get the better display, so that's up to you. Which one you do want. And then we have, so 256 gigs of storage, and I think it's USF5 or USF4 storage. And then we have 1 terabyte over here. This is the Chinese model, so you need to get it from giztop.com. They're not a sponsor or anything, so don't worry about that. But I just got my phone, and I've always been getting my phones, like this one, for instance, which I just sold to somebody. I got this from that website too, so I recommend it completely. But yeah, here, let me try to match the brightness here. If you're wondering why the display looks so warm, I believe it's because I have the nightlight thing on. Oh no, never mind, I don't. Okay. Yeah, so I guess the Samsung's display just looks more bluish. Nothing wrong with that. That's just kind of how it looks. Oh, and then yeah, sorry, real quick. Apologies if this is pretty disorganized, but in terms of the edges, so Samsung, it looks like they made their edges a little bit. They're kind of pointy, right? And then this is a bit smoother. You can feel like, but they're not so bad that it's that bad. So it also looks like the screen to bezel ratio looks like it's a little bit better on the Samsung phone actually, which is pretty sweet. So good on Samsung. But it is not, as you can tell, it's not so bad on the right that you would notice it if you didn't look at it in extreme detail next to each other. So clearly they're both fine. Yeah, so those are I guess like the basic specs. They have everything. I'm talking Bluetooth, NFC. They have literally everything. They both run Android 14, I believe. Status information. Sorry guys. Fucking ugh. What am I doing? Okay. Sorry. Just ruined myself for fucking hackers. Great. Oh no. Oh yeah, hopefully nobody decides to ruin me. Anywho, yeah, I mean, those are the specs that I can think of off the top of my head. The cameras are obviously both really good. This is going to be way better though. We'll get into that, but yeah, well, so those are basic specs. You know, I guess like front-facing camera, I believe this might be 16 megapixels or more. This is 16 megapixels, but this is under display, so you can't see it. But here you can see it, but it is better here. There's no crappy filter over it like on the right. So it's your trade-off. Do you want better, I guess, front-facing camera photos, or do you want a notch that doesn't show at all that's completely flat for gaming? That is your, it's going to be obviously your preference. So yeah, so we have, like I said, font display size. You can do small. Oh, okay. So this is like for everything. Oh, I kind of like the tiny one. I think it looks pretty. It makes me feel like a tablet. That's fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. It makes me feel like I have a tablet. I like that a lot. Tiny screen display adjustment, auto rotate screen, sweet. And then we have the what do we call it? So notification, an app notification, show lock screen, screen wake up, home screen badge icon, full screen notification style, status bar icons, time format, pull down lock screen, pull down from top lock screen, top panel style, sweet. I guess, sorry, home screen, yeah, we just did that. And I just remember missing one thing. Did I get this? No, I got that. Okay, cool, I got everything. Sound and vibration, so we have ring, vibrate, silent, auto mute, phone, messages, notifications. So default button, volume button control. Oh, cool. So you can actually change up which one it'll automatically adjust right away. You can do multi-app sounds. You can actually go in and make it so each app has a individual ability to adjust volume. I don't know if Samsung has that as well, but we will check that out. So phone ringtone, message tone, notification tone, alarm tone, switch to silent vibrate mode. You can do that over the thing. DTS sounds a lot like Adobe. So you can turn that on. It's a lot better. I think this works well in headphones and things like that. So more sound settings: dial pad tone, screen locking sound, charging sounds, vibration, tap click, screenshot, low battery, blah blah blah. Ringtone fade in, haptic feedback. Cool. Oh, and then batteries. Sorry guys, this is 5,500 milliamp hours. This is 5,000 milliamp hours. So basically more on here. You're gonna get better battery too, just because of the fact that the display is not as taxing over here. But it doesn't mean that this is going to be super terrible, because Samsung does do a good job. And then yeah, so we got that, and then we will do sync mine. I think this is like AI stuff, 5G smart communication, AI engines, Z Smart slider, floating window, teletouch app recommend. So I go into more detail. Excuse me, like I said, for the RedMagic phone. Oh, and then real quick, also you get more in the box, but this one, it also looks a little bit better. The other one's just black and it comes with a cord. And that's really it. This one came with a case actually, so you get a case with the RedMagic 9 Pro Plus or 9 Pro, whatever one you choose, either Chinese or international model. But yeah. So sweet. Now we have what do we call it? There's a cooling fan. Obviously, this is the big feature that you have on this phone. One of the big features, other than the gaming mode. We're gonna go into it, and I'll show you guys real quick when I get to the gaming mode. But yeah, so if I turn the fan on, it's gonna go turn it on, and then you have the ability to see a light as it's going, and then you have an ability for it to be intelligent adjustment or just super intense. So you can have the fan. So basically, you turn this on to make sure that the fan is on max when it's charging, which means it keeps the phone cool and it does less damage to your battery when charging the phone, which is pretty awesome. So startup light, and your phone's not going to be damaged from charging, but it does do a good job of dissipating heat. Yeah, so startup light, blah blah blah, and then fan start sound. We have different options. Cool. Yeah, so I did that. And then we have that. Yep. Light effect when the fan is on. I think this one's kind of cool. So we're going to go here, and then you just do it, and then it changes the color. And then you can have a steady lighting up, or you can have breathe. So right. So that's pretty cool. That's one of the things. I thought that was really cool when I had first noticed that. It's like, wow, that's actually pretty sweet. They allow you to customize the fan like that. You don't really have that option on the 8S Pro Plus, so that's really nice. And then yeah, so next we have the what do you want to call it? We have phone use balance, so you can just pretty much make sure your usage hours. You can check them and set app limits, and you can have a notification reminder, and then phone balance password, and then you have the apps. You can go in apps, you can do specific settings. You can see what you can actually go in, and you can see. I don't know if it's on this menu, but you can see all the specifics that the app uses. You can permissions, notifications, app battery usage, all that stuff, and then it actually is going to yeah, you can go in do that, and then yeah. So but basically somewhere on here you can actually see all the app activity in detail. I think you can do it on the Samsung phone too, but I just think that's a really cool feature that they allow you to do. I mean, you can see it actually attempting to access different things like camera and stuff after you enable it, which is weird because I had an instance where like the dude who had put Call of Duty Mobile on phones was trying to access somebody's camera, like where you're trying to spy on people. Like, what the fuck's going on? It was pretty strange. I'm not gonna lie, very weird. But yeah. So we have of course all that. Then features. So we have all this, right? So system navigation, one-handed mode, Z-Pop, record screen, app duplicator, screen edge, mistouch prevention, improve mistouch prevention during phone, mistouch prevention in pocket. Gesture motion, scheduled power on off, accessibility. Cool, we got all that. We have the storage, so I have a terabyte of storage. You can go in here, you can actually see everything specifically, which is pretty sweet. So you can see the system data versus other data. You can do storage clean with the Z app thing. So if I want to go in, and it has a built-in actually cleaner. You can actually go in here and you can see large files, apps, seldom used apps. You can actually go in here and you can uninstall the apps that haven't been used for a long time, which I think is really, really cool. You can do more in an app called Z Assistant that comes by default on this phone, like freezing apps and things like that. So permissions and privacy. So you have all this. Yes, this is, I guess, it shows the permissions and it shows what thing requests what and how much it does it 4 times. Messengers. So yes, this is what I was talking about. So you can see what app is requesting what, use camera, record audio, read location, all this stuff at specific times. Like, it's crazy. If you really want to see what apps are doing and not have your privacy invaded, that is a great way to do it. This phone does a good job of that. Yeah. So let's see here. Yeah, so we got all this permission manager, location, special app access, so you can set more specific settings that aren't in the app by default. Privacy guard, privacy avatar, device IDs, NAS, sharing data, blah, 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 blah. And then, cool, we have, yeah, so like I said, apps, battery, blah, 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 all that. I guess we'll go to battery. So power saver, ultra power saver. Both these phones have this feature where you can actually go in and you can either do a basic power saver or you can do an ultra power saver. Ultra power saver removes all of the apps down to a few. It has no background processes or anything. And then, yeah, you can do this. If you want turbocharging, you can do charge separation, you can do more apps. Yeah, control more settings, you can do that. You can do, you can show all the apps with what they did, and then you can show actually separate from app to hardware and see what the hardware does. So obviously screen, Bluetooth, RF signal, Wi-Fi, voice call, standby. Those are all draining the battery primarily on the phone, which makes sense. And then, so we have this, permissions and privacy. We have all this, or excuse me, I just did that. We have SOS and emergency warning. So you can do SOS, you can do quake warning. So you can have it if it detects like an earthquake or something like that, or it'll notify you of one. You can add an emergency contact. You can add the name of owner, information about all that stuff. So you can add health data and stuff like that. So we have users and account, system update, and about phone. We go into about phone. We have RedMagic 9, Android 14, 24 gigs of RAM. You actually go in here and you expand it to 32. I don't like extended RAM because I think it prioritizes the VRAM, and VRAM is slower. And yeah, so I run 24 gigs of RAM by default. If you have the Pro, the top RAM you can get is unfortunately 16. So if I were you, I would try to get this model. But yeah, so we have the model number, CPU, screen, IMEI, yeah, all that shit. Okay, so fantastic. Please don't fuck me over. There's somebody waiting, just like fucking drooling their lips, just like, oh fucking dude, he showed all this shit. Okay, now we're gonna go to the Samsung phone. So now we have, like I said, connections, connected devices. So let's see, there's connections like I showed you earlier, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, NFC, all that shit. Oops, and then we have use to the other side. We have connected devices. We have the ability to do quick share, music share, which is probably the same thing as RedMagic Share, auto switch bands, configure apps on other devices, so you can set up other apps on other devices. Ooh, also the phone feels really premium. The titanium feels very, very good on here. The metal feels good, but on here, I really like it. It's also curved pretty nicely with the hand. Something I really noticed that I didn't notice in the other one. So props to Samsung for doing this. It looks really, really good, and it feels really, really good too. So multi-control, smart view. Sorry, I'll do that real quick. We have all that stuff, smart things, Android Auto. And we have the sounds and vibrations. So you can do sound, vibrate, mute, ringtone, notification sound, system sound volume, call vibration, notification vibration, system vibration, vibration intensity. So I like this. You can actually do the vibration sound for incoming calls, notification system. You can actually change vibration intensity for different things, which I think is really sweet. That this is some detail that you don't get in the other one. Sorry about always hitting this app menu switch thing. I do apologize about that. It's just habit. Yeah, so we do that. Set sound quality and effects. Allow. Oh, okay. So let me. Dolby Atmos. I think you can do this. I just think we don't have the ability because we're in maintenance mode. But I think when I switch out of that, it's great. I'm just doing this because I don't want to show my wife's personal data. For the most part, clearly. Yeah, cool. So we got that, and then yeah, so we're gonna go to notifications, app notifications, smart sort notifications, lock screen notifications, notification pop-up style, do not disturb, advanced settings, show notification battery, show notification items, battery percentage notification history, conversations, floating notifications, and bubbles, show app icon notifications, suggest actions and replies for notifications, show snooze button, repeat notification alerts, app icon badges, manage notification categories for each app. We have do not disturb. Of course, you can turn that on, so you can change the length. You can have a schedule. You can have a goodness calls and messages, app notifications, alarms and sounds. Of course, you're obviously not going to see that maintenance thing at the bottom. It's just because I have this specifically set for this video to not show wife's photos, shit like that. So, what do we call it? We have battery. So power saving, background usage limits. You can do battery protection. So it'll pretty much just like, tell you how much you can set how much the phone will charge to. And I believe you can do that on the RedMagic phone as well. I didn't show that over here, but I do believe you still can do that. Battery information, all that shit. So yeah, you have all the info on that, which I think is pretty sweet. So Samsung does a good job of showing all the battery stuff. Wallpaper and style, you have some default ones. Change wallpapers, dim wallpaper if dark mode is on. That's pretty cool, but there's not much. There's way more customization on that one. You have lock screen type. You can do swipe. Oh, that's kind of cool. Password, swipe, pattern, none, face, fingerprints. Cool. You have roaming clock, touch and hold to edit. You have about lock screen, so that's pretty sweet. You have the what do we call it? We have home screen. So home screen layout. Goodness, excuse me, guys. Home screen grid, app screen grid, folder grid, show apps screen on button on home. Lock home screen layout, add new apps to home screen, hide apps to home screen, lock app icon badges, swipe down for notification panel, rotate landscape mode, about home screen. So cool, we have this. Sorry about repeating stuff, guys. I do apologize on that, but if I had went over that twice, do not scold me. I'm sorry. We have, let's see here, security, privacy, all that shit. So you have lock screen, count security, app security, updates, biometrics, auto blocker, stuff like this. Permission manager, find on my device, additional privacy controls, more privacy settings. On the more settings, we have the privacy website, get news and special offers on the phone, improve personalized ads based on the data, send diagnostic data, advanced personalization service, data sharing updates for location, Android system intelligence, health contact, autofill services from Google, activity controls, ads usage, and diagnostics. Cool. So we have all of that. So over here we have the permission usage. So you can see right here, you can see all the different ones, all the different apps that did this or that. So messages, contacts did that. So yeah, so you can see things in depth, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, we have this. We have the location, so you can see location. Then you can see safety, emergency, blah, blah, blah. Counts and backup. Google, advanced features. So you can do advanced intelligence, labs, S Pen, multi-window motions and gestures. So this one's kind of cool. I guess I'll go in. I'll go into each one real quick. Advanced intelligence phone, Samsung keyboard. Ooh, that's kind of cool. So yeah, so this is signed in, I think, on the main one. So we can actually probably see some features like that. But yeah, real quick. Go to settings again and then cancel. Advanced intelligence labs. So labs are experimental features. Multi-window for all apps. I think that's a pretty good thing to turn on personally. Photo ambient wallpaper. That's cool. And then we have and then also you don't really notice the notch when using the phone, which is pretty nice. It's a pretty nice feature. And then yeah. So motions and gestures, like I said, so there's lift to wake, double tap to turn on screen, double tap to turn off screen, alert when phone's picked up, mute with gestures, palm swipe to capture. Sweet. So you can do screenshots and screen recordings. You can do show context when sharing video, video call effects. You can do background color. I kind of like this. Done. Okay, you can choose which for, and then available apps for video call effects. So Google Meet. So yeah, video brightness. Oh, you can change the brightness of the videos. That's pretty cool, actually. So digital well-being, parental controls. So you want parental controls. And speaking of parental controls, I'm actually going to do something really quickly. This is actually my sponsor for this video. Let's see here. We're going to go to the actual application. I'm just going to pull it up real quickly. But these guys are freaking awesome, man. They basically allow you to have awesome parental controls. It's called Money Master. And yeah, go to their website, moneymaster.com. You basically can pay a quick premium for this, but it allows you as a parent to see anything that your child is doing on their phone. So you can go over here and you can go to dashboard, but it'll show you all calls, messages, photos, and all of that. So it's pretty sweet. You go in and you just allow it all the access over your phone, you know, all the basic stuff. So it's something to keep in mind. But yeah, it basically allows you to keep track of your child. And I really think that that's awesome, because if you are a concerned parent, you don't have something like Samsung that has parental controls, or if you want something a little bit more secure, I would go to moneymaster.com and get that set up for yourself. It is absolutely worth it, and I think that they are a fantastic company. You can trust them. If you want to enable it, you just hold the 2 volume buttons. And yeah, it's going to show up as a notice app on your phone. And it just kind of gives you information for do not disturb access. But basically, this is just what it's going to show up like on your kid's phone. So they're not going to really have any idea, especially if they're pretty young, what it is. It's not going to show like what it's actually doing. But yeah, so yeah, check them out, moneymaster.com. They are absolutely the best. They are looking out for you and your child, so keep that in mind. If you want to keep track of your kid that's not really a kid anymore, teenager, things like that, Money Master is the way to go. So that's MONIMASTER.com. So go ahead and get started with them today. And yeah, back to the video. I just wanted to incorporate that though. Let's see here. Sweet. Yeah, but on here you also have parental controls. You see most used apps, screen time, messages, all that stuff. So it's pretty sweet. Volume monitor. Check how loudly you're listening. So keep your ears safe. That's cool. So that is so cool, actually. Loud listening time. That's something that Samsung is actually pretty cool for doing. Yeah. So we have this. Device care, learning usage patterns. We have 194 gigs available, 6.1 gigs of RAM available. So I'm not playing any games or anything right now. So keep that in mind. There's about 4.7 gigs from the system used up. So you really, that's so, excuse me. Yeah, so maybe uninstall some of this if you can. Yeah, but 4 gigabytes out of 12 gigabytes used. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, you're only getting 6 gigs extra, so that's almost 7 gigs extra. It's kind of a bummer. Performance profile, you can do standard or you can do light. Prioritize battery life, cooling effects over processing speed. I keep it on standard. You do auto optimization. Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. And then maintenance mode, like I have on right now. So if you ever wanted to enable maintenance mode, that's what you do. So maintenance mode, like I have right here, it allows you to basically make sure that maintenance doesn't have access to your phone. And then they get out of it, I believe, with your phone password, so they can't actually get out of it. It allows you basically to protect all your personal stuff from people who are nosy. And typically, people, unfortunately, you get some nosy people that do device repairs. So, yeah, we have device care, apps, um, apps. Yeah, so we have general management, language, app languages. Oh, whoa, languages for each app. That's pretty sweet. Language pick, stage and time, Samsung keyboard, keyboard list, default physical keyboard, mouse, trackpad, passwords, all that shit. So, excuse me for cussing, but you get the idea. Accessibility, we have the recommended for you vision enhancements, talkback, hearing enhancements, interaction and dexterity, advanced settings, installed apps. Cool. We have about access. Then yeah, so there is all this stuff. Actually, I'm gonna go in it real quick just because people might want to see what's going on. High contrast fonts, high contrast keyboard. Excuse me for not saying contrast correctly. My bad. Highlight buttons. Relumino online. Cool. Color inversion. Color correction, color filter, reduce transparency and blur, extra dim, magnification, magnifier, cursor thickness, pointer and size and color, font size and style, speak, keyboard input, audio description, Bixby Vision for accessibility, voice label, talkback. So you can have this, talkback settings, how to use talkback, all that stuff. So basically the phone's going to talk to you. Yeah. So here we have hearing enhancements. So real-time text, live transcribe, live caption, captions preference, hearing aid support, sound notifications, amplify ambient sound, mute all sounds, mono audio, left right sound balance. So if you have your hard of hearing in one ear, you can make sure the volume goes to the left or right side. It feels like it's on the left. Connected audio, phone speakers. You can basically just change up where they are. I like it balanced in the middle, but that's just me. Interaction, dexterity, assistant menu, voice access, interaction control, touch and hold the delay, auto action, strict keys, slow keys, bounce keys. Cool. You have the, let's see here, advanced settings, accessibility button, side and volume buttons, volume up, down buttons, flash notification. I kind of like that actually. I don't know if Lauren's going to be shocked or not, but we will see. Time to take action, default. Cool. So choose how long to show messages that ask you to take action. Sweet. Yeah, basically any notification that says like click here, I guess like anything that would be like messages if you want to go into the message kind of thing. But yeah, so sweet. We have used. And then yeah, so the display's nice, the camera's nice. We're gonna go into camera directly from here, so I can go in. I can change up the settings for this. So 200 megapixels, bro. So we can literally zoom in so fucking far to the point where it's just like look at that, dude. 10 times zoom. I don't know if I can do 100 times zoom. I don't know if the 100 is exclusive to the 12 megapixel camera. Yeah, so that's cool. But you can zoom in super fucking far. Like you can literally see this. I mean, the camera here is amazing. It really is good. I think the fact that you can take 200 megapixel photos is insane as well. So we can go here if I want neutral or I want warm. Also, shout out to my dude over here. I'm using your phone to record. I do apologize for that. But right after this, we're sending it out. So yeah, thank you for purchasing my my old device now. And yeah, so you can go in here 9x16. I do like the 16:9 photo. You can do a full photo, or you can do a 3x4 photo, or a 1x1. Personally, I think the 9x16 looks pretty good, but We'll leave it at 3.4. So portrait mode, you have photo, you have video. For video, you can do full HD 30. You can do all the way up to UHD and 60. Yeah, so that's UHD is like the 4K, almost 4K, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But auto FPS, video stabilization, and advanced video options. HVIC quality, H.264, high bitrate videos, HDR10 videos. I think that looks good. 360 audio recording, that's pretty sick. We got that. We have the tracking autofocus. We have grid lines, location tags, shooting methods. If anything's grayed out, it's because of maintenance mode. Shooting methods, settings to keep, shutter sound, vibration feedback, permissions, reset settings, and about camera. Cool. Yeah, so the camera looks good. It can go on this. How about the back? What can I do on the back one? There's probably more settings. Yeah, look at this, dude. 8K 30. My God, look at that. Yeah. Sorry, I'm weird. But yeah, you can do this. You can take a photo in here. You can also you can pause it and continue. That's a feature I really miss. That I have it on this phone, which is pretty sweet. But when I had an iPhone, I missed that. So shout out to Apple sucking. But yeah, you can go in here and you can do playback. Oops. Sorry, I'm weird. Oh, yeah, self-criticism. Nice. Okay, sweet. So you can go here, and I should probably make a... Can I make a GIF out of it? Out of the certain part? That's actually pretty sweet that I can do that. Yeah, so we got that. You can do edit videos. I believe they have a pretty solid video editor right here. You can do all this shit. So yeah, there's a lot you can do in the video editor category, in the photo editor category. You can do this. So yeah, so what else? Let's just go over the default apps you get. You get Google Apps, OneDrives, 2 Samsung apps for messaging, and the File Explorer. You have Google Assistant, camera, contacts, gallery, internet, messaging, phone. Of course, the phone works good or whatever. So yeah, you can go in here, recents, contacts. Bada bing, bada bing. Fucking sorry. There's Play Store settings. There's the Samsung Store Smart Switch files and all the games that Lauren has installed. Sweet. So yeah, that is basically the setup. Let's see, gallery. Gallery is pretty sweet. So something that I actually really like that you can do is you can go ahead and you can translate text in photos by going in and copying it with the S Pen. Now, what do I mean? I guess I could just demonstrate here. So we have this right here, right? And then we pull the awesome feature that I know a lot of you have been waiting to get into, but the S Pen. So what's cool is the S Pen actually matches the color of the phone, whereas they've always just been black prior, so it's pretty sweet that they did that. So the S Pen has a lot of settings. You can go through all that stuff. Yeah, so actually, and the S Pen's great, man. They have had the S Pen since the Note 1, obviously, and they've had a lot of time to really perfect and develop this stylus. I think far more than Apple. I mean, this is going on, shit, man, 12 years now, I think. 13 years? 13 years, yeah. 13 years of developing this. So yeah, so if I want to do certain things, I can do this, I guess, right? Like it shows right here, you have different settings. You have the Smart Select, Screen Write, add more settings. You have actual settings. Air Actions, Air Command, Air View, S Pen to text. While S Pen is removed, more S Pen settings right here. You can do allow multiple S Pens. That's cool. Keep S Pen connected. Blah, blah, blah. Sounds, vibrations, S Pen unlock. Cool. Yeah, so it also shows the battery. It will charge in the phone. And speaking of charging, you can actually charge your watch in the back of your phone because of the MagSafe, which is pretty sweet. I think you can do that on iPhones as well, but it's really cool that Android phones have it too. You do not actually have that on this phone as well. You don't have any MagSafe type thing on the back. You also you don't have any wireless charging here, so that's a trade-off. But it does charge in about 20 minutes. This thing takes about 45 minutes to charge to full. So that's something to keep in mind. But it does have wireless charging. Wireless. Basically, you put it on a port and you actually can't use it. I think it's kind of dumb, actually. I think it's kind of stupid. It's slower, and it's not literally wireless. Like you just have it on there's no wire, but like it's not like you can just use the phone without picking it up and losing the charger. I think I'm biased for sure, but I also think it's dumb. That's my personal opinion, but yeah. So this is one of my favorite features, right? So we're gonna go into the camera thing really quickly. I can actually take a picture and a video with this. Boom. Yeah, so I can go switch cameras. if you want to do a gesture, a gesture, gesture. Yes, there's all these settings flash, all this stuff. Sorry I didn't show the camera in depth. I do apologize, guys. There's a lot more. There is video, more settings, of course. You know, the expert raw. You download that pro video, promo. There's like pro mode, right? So there's night mode, food mode, panorama, slow motion, hyperlapse, portrait video, dual recording, single take, and more. I'm going to have a full review of this device right here. So I'll go into these a little bit more specifically, but I just wanted to kind of show the camera here. And then the camera app is very, very similar. I do think it's because they use a Google one by default. But yeah, here we'll check that out really quickly. Let me, one second, guys. I don't know what surprises you're gonna get with my camera on the side. Oh, okay, just me looking like a dork, dude. Oh, we're ready. What up, dude? It's your fucking boy. Okay, yeah. So we got this in the back. I guess the settings up here, you can do. They're kind of similar, but there is less settings up top. You can do camera family, which is just the more cameras. You can do pro mode, video mode, night mode. Right here, the top. It says that it's 50 megapixels, but for some reason, someone was saying they can only figure out they can only get like 12. I don't know. That was weird. Being very general here, but the video also goes to 8K 30 over here. So that's pretty sweet. They both record these videos pretty well. Color, oh, let's see. I mean, I'm assuming it's just going to look way better on the Samsung one. Yeah, I mean, it looks like they can just focus on stuff like way better. Like if you just notice, the camera over here is just so much better at focusing on different things and not completely messing up. So obviously the camera on the left is much better. I am noticing this phone in use is kind of getting a little warm, but other than that, probably because the camera is so much more demanding. But yeah, so the S Pen is a cool feature. I'm gonna go in and show this real quickly. I haven't really shown the phone side by side, so I apologize about that. But we're gonna go into gallery very quickly. Sorry about the brightness, guys. We're gonna go to here, and let's say I want to translate this. Go right here, and then you can hit translate. And then if I want to do, you can do like if I want to get Spanish, you know, you can download it or whatever. And this is, I guess, showing the how quickly the language can download. And I think that's actually pretty sweet over here. And speaking of downloads, I'm gonna download show you guys a game download on this one and this one, just to kind of show you guys the speed of that. And then yeah, so let's see here. Boom. Installed, installed. All right, there we go. So yeah, so you can go to this one. Yeah, so you can change it. It'll do like huge text things, but I think that's really useful for people who need to translate stuff in photos. I had to download a specific photo translator, I think, on this one, right here. So this one, and it's not very good, and it has advertisements. So this is a benefit of this. There's way more features you can do. I know, for instance, I guess another cool one is like if I want to go to search something. So if you guys want to email me for business inquiries, don't email that one. Email techreviewtom@gmail.com. I do appreciate people reaching out to me for that advertisement I did on the different applications I've been doing, or the phone cases that I have upcoming. I do have 2 phone cases from my case sponsor, Caseborn. I do have more cases for this device actually coming up, so keep that in mind and hopefully look forward to that. And then yeah, so we have the magenta portal thing or whatever, but yeah, so let's say I type in bag. Let's say I want to look up fucking like a bag like this. Okay, right, so if I do this and then I do let's say smart select, I believe. Yeah, so if I do smart select, I do this, I believe it's allows you to either edit it or what is this? Oh, it allows you to crop and do all that shit. Okay. Sweet. So, either this, which is kind of cool, and then we're gonna go to I don't know what I am missing, but what do I call it? I know, so I don't know how to do this, and I do apologize. Oh, I think it's Bixby Vision. That's probably what it is. Magnify. Shortcut. Okay, yeah. So, anyway, so I don't know how to do this, but basically what you, and I apologize for not being too knowledgeable on the pen. But what you can do basically for somebody who knows how to do this, again, apologies. I've not had much time with this phone as it's obviously my wife's phone, but what you can do is you can actually select certain things on the screen and it'll actually search that up. So I really think that that is something that's cool. I think it's through Google Lens or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is, and apologize about these smudges and the dust and stuff, but yeah, so you can do some cool stuff right there. I do know way more about this phone, but yes, that's the cool thing about that phone. And then the awesome feature over here is the obvious game mode, something you will not have on that. You do have a enhanced game thing, but it's nowhere near this. But yeah, let's say I want to do Mighty Doom or whatever. Boom. Okay, we got this. Yeah, so if I want to go in, you start it up, you have all these settings on the side you can do. But let me actually go to, so I've had a user requesting a game. I'm actually going to go, Mighty Doom's fun, but I'm actually, so yeah, you can launch into games and stuff, but here, I'm going to do this for this guy real quick. He wanted to see me play Standoff 2. So I believe I have Standoff 2 in here. There we go. So Standoff 2, we're going to play some Standoff 2 for my dude. Apologies on getting this to you so late, but yeah. Yeah, so I can go to here. I can do balance, eco, rise. It's very similar to but there's AI trigger. I have a video where I actually go in depth on this, but there's AI trigger, card draw, data panel, Gravity X, auxiliary line, macros, hunt mode. Hunt mode is pretty sweet, actually. You can just change the filter of your screen or whatever, which is pretty sweet. Sorry, dude, I'm so sorry if this has been flashing on the phones. I'm so fucking sorry. It's hard to see when I'm down there, I swear to God. But yeah, anyway, we have this thing. I'm going to sign into this really quickly. I just don't really like exposing everything like I've already done, which is fantastic. Boom, we're going to go to your boy Tech Review Tom. Motherfucking your boy. Okay, yeah, so I can also go here. I can go and change up some settings. I'm going to put this on the best settings possible. So this is actually 2160 hertz touch response rate, 540 up top. Yeah, you can go ahead and do this. You can change up these. So I can do anti-aliasing and atherscopic filtering, and I can change image quality priority. Hello. Let's do Tech Review Tom. If you ever see me in games, guys, it's going to be Tech Review Tom YouTube. And then if there's no YT available, it's going to be Tech Review Tom. Hopefully nobody takes the game and imposters me. But yeah, if you ever want to play games, just invite me. I'm not too... I'm not going to lie, guys. I don't really like the whole... what is this shit? Frosty Chaos? Sorry, I don't know why I'm being weird. Reach level 20. Ice race. Snow madness. Okay, this might just be the shooter portion of the game. So I think they give you random weapons, and I don't think you really customize or choose your weapons. I think that's the thing with this game. Also, I do think I need to enable some 120 FPS kind of thing that I'm not doing. That I've... Probably going to die real quickly, but hopefully... Yes, I'm really good at this game, clearly. Settings, video, high. Anti-aliasing times 4 times 8. Ooh, that's cool. Times 8. Yeah, I can also go in and I can enable the screen FPS so you guys can just see real quickly if it actually hits 120. Yeah, so it is doing a 120 or 121. If you're wondering why it's so like weird and slow, it's me. I'm the slow one. Yeah, I'm obviously joking, but am I? Yeah, I'm really bad at games like this, guys. So if you're just wondering, this is why. Dude, I'm getting fucked up. Alright, who wants to see me die more? Me. I want to see it. Do you like that it's like a snow town? Yeah, so, speaking of sound, on this phone, you have, I guess like DTS sound enhancements, and then you have a Dolby Atmos on the other one. So that's pretty sweet. But yeah, you can set the shoulder triggers. They look like this. They light up, just to kind of show you where they are. Things like that. So that's pretty sweet. And then this is where I'm gonna actually get out of here. So yeah, I do have. I'm gonna do some. I don't have any emulators actually installed on here, so I'm gonna do some gaming on here. But I do. If you want to see some emulation on here, basically, guys, they're basically the same thing. Only this one actually has a little bit more power. In terms, actually, a lot more power. It has an extra processor and it has more RAM. If you want to see specific gaming here, go ahead. I'm going to install Standoff 2 in here, so you guys will see something similar. But it is over an hour, so I'm basically just going to go ahead and do this real quickly. Oh, and then real quick, guys, you can just, if you edit the home screen wallpaper style widgets settings, what pops up on this one too, let's see here. This comparison is what you were looking for. Apologies if it's not exactly everything you had hoped it would be, but yeah, wallpaper, all that shit. So home screen switch, theme personalization, home screen settings, all that stuff here. It's kind of similar, but you only have 3 things on here: wallpaper style widgets and settings. If you want to go ahead and add widgets or add a home screen, all that stuff, you can do the same thing. Very similar. It's both Android 14. So there's very similar. That's the thing about Android, guys. Yeah, but okay. And so this one is a little bit taller. It seems like this screen, by the way, and this one's a little bit shorter and wider. But it's nothing. It's something so noticeable. Like just look right here. So it's nothing so noticeable that it's worth getting one or the other. I think these are very comparable phones. I think you're just gonna have a much better game experience on here. But at the same time, guys, like gaming itself. Oops, my bad. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get out of maintenance mode. How do I do that? Might be sorry, guys. Yeah, so see, I guess you can see the boot up or whatever. This is T-Mobile, so it's gonna have it'll have T-Mobile ROM shit, but yeah. I'm going to. Also, sorry if the touchscreen is dirty. Um, Apologies on that. Dude, clean your phone, bro. Sorry. We can admire this device while it's booting up. I just think this looks so good, bro. Just like with the cameras on the side. I'm talking like the two tone. I think the two tone was such a good idea. The purple and the silver, and with the white on the sides, like them doing two tone is just such a good thing. Like props to Samsung. They make a nicely designed device. Like this thing looks really, really sleek, really awesome. It's very shiny, very shiny. Nice. Okay, so we do this right here, and then you know, I'm seeing like the texture is a flat finish. It feels very grippy on the sides, so that's nice. Like I said, there's titanium in it. I don't know the exact percentage of titanium, but yeah. So guys, you're getting a very similar experience minus the difference of better cameras here, better display here, and then you're getting a S Pen over here. Whereas over here, you're getting a much better gaming experience. This still can hold up, as I'm going to show you very quickly. My wife has a little like plum theme, which I think is pretty cute, but Bubby is the best. Sorry if I'm being cringy. But yeah, obviously you can do themes, and then real quickly, I just personally I think this is great. It's a great little theme. It changes up the keyboard and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go, and I'm gonna go to the Play Store very quickly. Here, where is the Play Store? Okay, standoff. I'm gonna have more comparison. Actually, this will be the primary comparison video, guys. But I will be doing individual videos because I might do more comparisons. Let me know what comparisons you want to see. I might do a display one where I specifically show something, but I will do a quick video demonstration of the same video just to show you guys the difference. You can see how fast something downloads on here pretty quickly. I mean, it's going to be the same kind of downloading because it does have the same storage type. But you will notice something with 12 gigs of RAM versus 24. So when you're downloading a bunch of data in a game and you want to swipe and do other stuff, it's going to be a bit laggy with 12 gigs versus over here with 24. I mean, you're not even going to touch it. But I mean, when you're downloading stuff, who kind of like messes with the phone anyway? I do, but not everyone is the same as me. But yeah, either way. So yeah, it's downloading relatively quickly. The phone is snappy overall. It feels very good in the hand. It's a very premium phone. The other phone over here is premium too, but I would recommend, guys, if you're just looking for, like, this is the Android version of like a Mac. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, this is just a solid phone if you're not looking for anything in particular with gaming. Whereas this one over here is obviously a gaming specific phone. You're getting gaming features. You're getting much more control over the GPU and the CPU. You're getting like just so much more with the phone over there in terms of gaming. But over here you get S Pen, you get better cameras, like much better cameras. I mean, it's night and day. This is actually nicer than the older one though over here because they do use two Samsung lenses. I don't remember the exact name of them, but in my full review, which you'll see on my channel of the 9 Pro Plus, I do go into detail about what what there is. So actually go in depth, and I'm gonna have a review of this phone too. But as of right now, I'm shipping off the phone I'm using to record today, so I just needed to kind of get this done. But yeah, you can go in here, you can turn this up. There's no triggers obviously, but it doesn't make the phone super terrible. Allow you can go here, you can do settings or whatever, you know, each thing, and yeah, I'm gonna just do it, sign in real quick. I like that you don't really have to download a ton with this game, how they just kind of like let you play. I think that's a really good thing. The sound feels very full. So it's kind of cool. It's themes, super loud. Themes themselves look pretty good. But yeah. The It's her only identity as my wife off my YouTube. Only its own. Man, okay, yeah, we're gonna do the ice race. I don't know what that is. Dual training, escalation, arms race. Ooh, arms race sounds kind of fun. Yeah, so as you can see, this phone looks great. I mean, it feels great, sounds great. You do get a fan obviously over here, so this one's just going to run cooler, especially with more RAM. But with a game like this, it's very similar. You can go like this, you know, you can do the whole thing over here. Yeah, you don't have the whole like triggers, so it is a bit of a different experience. But at the same time, it's not super terrible. Obviously, like everything still looks good. I think, especially with the aesthetics of this phone, I think it just looks fantastic. Like for instance, I get bored of phones very quickly, but I'm really glad that I convinced my wife to switch to Android because it's just a much better experience, and I think this is a big upgrade from her iPhone 13 Pro Plus. So if you have something like that and you want a bigger upgrade, she even herself has said she really likes this phone, and she does notice a increase in quality. I'm gonna do some shooting real quick where. Hopefully it isn't I'm not the worst at this, but yeah, we're gonna actually go into settings really quickly, and I'm gonna go to video. I'm gonna do high. We'll do see if it can handle everything I throw at it. I'm assuming it will very well, because you don't really need. I mean, you don't really need. I would say the crazy settings are for something like emulation or for games that are like, you know, ported games or things like that. So most games, literally probably all games actually, can run on any Android phone that is new. Anything with like a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 or 8 Gen 2, even 8 Gen 1, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm shooting my teammate. Sorry, I'm ass at this game, guys. I know. Please go easy in the comments. I know I'm terrible at phone gaming. Okay? I get it. I know. Okay, I don't want to wake up and feel shitty because you tell me something I already know. Okay? Don't be a fucking asshole. Okay, yeah, so you get the point. Sorry if it wasn't super in-depth or anything like that, but you guys get the idea. Sorry, I'm just gonna fucking power through her shit real quick. Yeah, so we got that. You know, obviously you can have little themes and stuff, and it is pretty cool. It does theme the entire phone, like, you know what I'm saying? There's stuff like that. Pretty freaking awesome. And then, yeah, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to throw on a YouTube video of the same thing very quickly. And that will also, you know, show sound, too. Okay, YouTube. I don't even think she has YouTube installed. Oh, she does. Okay, cool. But yeah, so the phone feels good. Everything like that. Yeah, so sorry guys. I'm just pulling up these same videos very quickly, just getting it sent over to myself quickly. Let's see here. Oh, geez. Okay, that's good. Good start. Yeah, sweet. So we'll go over here and then. Cool. And then we will go to here, and we will pull up the same video on each phone. So this one actually probably can display 2160p, about much better than the other one, but I mean they're both not terrible. So keep that in mind. Obviously, they're both pretty decent devices. And then yeah, real quickly. Zoom in real quickly. So you get that, and then I'm going to go to here, change the quality. The other one is also at 2160p. So yeah, you can just see a difference between them. They're roughly they're the same. I'm sorry, just trying to get rid of glare as best as I can. I know it's feels impossible because they're both very shiny, awesome displays, but we'll do some audio as well. Goodness gracious, guys, I'm sorry. Goodness gracious. So yeah, so take a look at what you think is better in your eyes. I'd say they're both pretty solid, but it really depends on you. It depends on your preference. It depends on what you like personally. I think they both look really good, and I apologize about that glare. But I mean, yeah, they both look good. It looks crystal clear. I think this does look better. Obviously, better screen resolution, but it is preference. I've seen somebody like this screen better because it's not as I guess saturated, if that's the best. But yeah. So you got that. It was pretty quick, but I mean they both look good. And then yeah, we're gonna slide this out real quickly. Here. There's time where you, dude. There's time where you could have cut out. I mean, why did you cut out video? Blah, 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 blah. Cool. Okay, you gotta make sure this is on 2160p again, because it does affect the audio. I guess this one only has 1080p as the cap, so we're gonna get the same thing going. 1080p 60. We're gonna go volume all the way up for these, all the way up for these, for this one as well. So yeah, we're gonna get this in here. So yeah, so we're gonna try to hit these at the same time. They're probably not gonna sync up perfectly. It might sound like complete chaos. If so, my bad, but try my best. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's cool. Actually, real quick, let me see if I have the Dolby thing enabled real quick. Because that actually might change something very quickly. I think it is enabled, but oh shoot, man. Cool. Yeah. So, dude, shoot, man, I apologize about that. This might be completely different. We're gonna see. We're gonna see real quickly how much Dolby changes, or the Dolby whatever the hell changes in terms of sound. So. I don't know if that's better. I mean, dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. This sounds so much better than this one. That doesn't sound bad. It's not terrible. Like, this is stuff like, so keep in mind, guys, you're only gonna notice the difference if you have both devices next to each other and you're playing them. If you're not, that's fine. But this, I mean, this has the camera cutout, but this thing is just better for video and sound. This isn't terrible. This thing doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's good. I like the device. I mean, this is my main device. Keep that in mind, guys. I play a lot of games on my phone, so yeah. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If there's something I missed in comparison, let me know. I'll try to answer the questions in the comments. But yeah, I tried to kind of cover everything. It was minimum, but I had to kind of squeeze everything in. So sorry if I missed something and that really bothers you. Just let me know. I'm gonna do more specific videos on this phone. Fortunately, my wife is being very generous with the phone. So that's pretty sweet. So yeah, she said I could use the phone for videos and stuff. So that's pretty awesome, guys. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, have a good one.